All right, we are recording. Hello, hello.
Hey,
Welcome everybody. I'm Amira, your Minister of Justice and Witness for Clackamas United Church of Christ. I have, please say your name so I don't butcher it.
Julianne Jackson.
Julianne Jackson here with me. Julianne Jackson is going to talk to us about Black joy. I discovered Julianne a few weeks ago at a peaceful rally, and you spoke some truth, and I've been kind of stalking you since. So just
Yes.
I've been stalking you just a little bit. So tell me, please, what is Black Joy and how did it come to be? And tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. So, Black Joy started. I actually met, it's kind of a weird story. So, I met this young lady at a speaking engagement out in Kaiser, and she's from the Grants Pass area, and she had actually quit going to high school. She graduated early because people were, being racist with her, and she didn't really feel like she had any recourse. And she was saying, I really wish that I could throw something like this, but I don't know who would stand with me. Right. So I was like thinking about that. And then I thought about like my own experience going to Salem Kaiser schools and being one of, three Black people or sometimes the only Black person. And I was laying on my couch one night and I was like, it would be cool if we just hit every single city.
Mm.
And we did it with like that the heart of what I feel is my culture. Like Black women are joy, like Black women are love, we are nurturing, we are giving, we are holistic, right? And so um and I had been to the ones in Portland, and I still rock with those. But it was just a different vibe because that just wasn't my spirit. So then as it started to come about, I have what we call the core four. So there's me, Shay, Amanda, and Emily. And from the beginning, they've just been helping me get this going, right? And Shay does social media, Amanda does logistics, Emily does treasury. And so we've raised all of the money that we have used to go to these cities. And I think we're over, what number are we at? Like, I think we're over,
I think we're 50.
we're at like 50 cities.
Wow.
Um,
Who are you talking to over there?
oh, Shay.
You can bring him in if you want.
Yeah, she's so we're at over say hi, Shay.
Hi.
Hi. I think
Yes.
have I seen you dancing in some of the videos in the streets?
Yeah, and
I
I was
think.
at the march that you saw us at.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been watching videos and you guys dancing in the streets and stuff.
Yeah, so they really helped me put it all together. And so far we've also added, I believe, 7 member leaders.
Okay.
Um so then it started to just kind of progress, right? Because um we have like a younger young woman from Haiti, and she had all this rage and this anger and this whatever, and we were like, bro, we just want to love on you and like encourage you and see you lead and like use this righteous anger, because you have every right to be angry, but like don't let it make you implode, right? And so we kind of started noticing that like there's a lot of leaders, there's a lot of female leaders out here that need love and encouragement and people to show up and people to teach organization. Because for me, I learned how to organize through SCIU 503. So my organizing background originally came from the labor movement. And the labor movement and racial justice are so intricately intertwined, that it was, it kind of was an easier jump to start organizing for racial justice. And so at this point, Black Joy, we're finishing our original goal, which is to go to every single city in Oregon.
Okay.
And celebrate people of color. And that's what we call them, celebrations. They're not protests. They're just, this is beautiful. Black is beautiful. And all of our signs reflect that as well. And then, yes, yes. So a lot of our signs, that's all they say is like, Black is beautiful. I don't want to get into a conversation about it. I just want to let you know, right? Like whatever space you're in, that's what it is. And so, so our original goal, we're going to finish these cities. We're going to continue our member leader program. Actually, this weekend, I'm like a proud Mama San. The girls are throwing 2 events this weekend, organized by themselves. So 2 of our member leaders threw amazing events. And there's one today too. So we're stoked to watch this. Like,
What's today's event?
Today's event is in Albany. Jewel Larson is throwing that. She's one of our original member leaders. She's actually the original member leader.
Okay.
And she is just throwing a march in Albany to obviously raise awareness. But that's what we love, right? Like we love watching strong brown girls go out into the community and speak for themselves. And we also love creating allies that know how to do this work and that are here for it. So our group is so like tight knit and amazing. And we've actually switched it over. We're in the process of becoming a 501c3 to start doing racial advocacy and lobbying on a bigger scale. Once our first mission is complete, we're going to kind of go that way. And so, yeah, that's what Black Joy is. It's just
Awesome.
women and Black Joy.
Yeah. How does one get involved?
You know, we put our events online. We try to do it like right before it happens, like a week before it happens. Just because, like I said, we don't want to deal with all the ridiculousness. But that's one way. So if you're in a city that we're in, we have folks that come and meet us and follow and, you know, go to all the different cities with us. That's one way. If you are, you know, looking to be a member leader, just start showing up.
Okay.
Start showing up at these events. And truthfully, the way it's all of the ladies thus far, it's really happened quite organically. We start seeing them at the things, and we start seeing them making moves or asking questions or being inquisitive about how to do the work. And then we just extend an invitation.
Okay. How can people donate to your cause?
Yeah, we have Cash App. We've made it very easy. We have Cash App, we have Venmo. All of that is under Black Joy Oregon. I think our PayPal is Black Joy. Aha, see, this is why she's the boss. So Cash App is $ Black Joy Oregon. Venmo is at Black Joy -Oregon, and PayPal is just Black Joy Oregon.
Awesome. When I post the video, we'll put those in the description as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one of the videos, I've watched a couple of your videos, and one of them that I watched, I'm just going to quote you. You say the laws of the state were never meant to inspire equity. Let's be clear. Because a lot of people, I'm new to Oregon, and my idea of Oregon before I moved here was like, it's going to be my hippie town. It's just all love. And I had no clue about the history of Oregon until I moved here.
Yeah, it's deep. It's real deep. And I think people really need to understand that. Like, the laws of Oregon were specifically made to exclude you, right? If you're a person of color, it was not meant for women. It was not meant for our brown folks or for our indigenous folks. And so when people are like, what? And I think a lot of people have that thought process, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's free loving, whatever, because they see Portlandia and, you know, and they think like, y'all got it good out here.
Right.
Reality is there's been redlining, there's been gentrification, there were sundown laws. They used to bus Blacks in to do the work, and that's why there's such a large population in Vancouver, because they would just bus them over the line and then back. So there's all of this history that people don't really recognize because it's, you know, 2020 and people don't think to look. But the reality of it is Oregon is quite a racist state. It has deep ties with the Ku Klux Klan, at one point being the largest number of Ku Klux Klan members in the United States. And this still vibes, like this still checks out.
Mhm.
And we're watching that happen as the Proud Boys get this resurgence of energy, as, you know, neo-Nazis kind of get this resurgence of energy. And so we're seeing this all over the state. And I think we would be remiss to really ignore the history of our state and the fact that grandpa's grandpa started this ideology, and it's still very much here today. It's very much here in our systems. It's very much here in the way that we operate as a state. And we need to be real clear on that. Like, that's something we can't afford to miss.
Yeah, absolutely. 5-year plan for Black Joy.
Man.
Do you have one?
Yeah, actually. Like I said, I want to finish going to every single city. So that's like our number one priority. I want to continue the member leader program and actually extend it. I want to begin doing, you know, organizing events for women, and start teaching some of those things, so that women can be safe when they're out here, but they can also be very heard. I know a lot of Black women, I've heard this from a lot of Black women in Oregon, that they don't feel like they have a voice. They don't have anyone to talk to look to speak with. And I think that's a problem. And I notice men are getting a lot of support out here, but that you can't speak for a Black woman. You just can't, at all.
Yeah.
And so that's part of it too, is just kind of enhancing that training. We're working on an enhanced peacekeeper training to start dealing with this like whole militia component. And then, like I said, I really want to become a racial advocate. I really want to, and that's something that's lacking in this state. We have ombudsmen, we have, you know, diversity and inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
But no offense, and I'll just say the thing, sometimes when white people say diversity and inclusion, that means having a token person to tell you that your claim isn't valid. And so really kind of working within the systems to advocate for folks who feel like their rights are being trampled on because of the color of their skin.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, lastly, first of all, I want to say I definitely want to be a part of it. So I
Yeah.
will be engaging a lot more. Absolutely. It gave me all the feels. I started this journey 6 months ago, very shocked at the things that I didn't realize about my own history and the things that I was being raised in a white area. You don't realize all the things you were doing to contribute to the BS.
Yeah.
And so I've had a journey, and I had a very angry stage, very like rageful, that people were like, why are you so mad? Like, you're not this angry normally. So I'm finally down. I feel like down in baseline. And so Black Joy just gives me all the things that I need in my life right now.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for what you do.
Yes.
Lastly, though, one of the videos that I watched, you saying you are a singer, correct?
Yeah.
And one of the videos I saw, you wrote a song, and I just want to read a little bit of the song. It says, "The pain is real and my chest feels tight. And though I'm scared, I will stand and fight. You're screaming in my face about skin that I cannot change. Well, my life matters just like you. I just don't look the same. I will stand and fight." Hi.
Delilah.
Delilah or Lila?
Delilah. Yeah.
Delilah. How are you?
Good.
Beautiful one. I was wondering, are you down to sing a little bit of that song before we check out?
Sure. Yeah. I actually haven't sang that in quite a hot minute.
It was in my head all day that day. I was like, and I'm not a singer, but beautiful.
Like, you'd be surprised. The pain is real and my chest feels tight. And though I'm scared, I will stand and fight. You're screaming in my face about skin that I can't change. Well, my life matters just like you. I just don't look the same. I can't take this skin off low key. Sometimes I wish I could, so you wouldn't assume I'm bad. You could see that I'm good, but you'd rather make assumptions like you know who I am. All you know is that I'm black, and that's enough to back your stance. You assume I'm godless. You call me terrorist and thug, never understanding. If you let me speak, I'd show you love. I understand that you're afraid of becoming the other, but that's all we've ever been. And if you're like me, you're gonna pick yourself back up, turn the other cheek to get slapped again, but you'll find joy in your struggle. You'll learn how to hustle, make something out of nothing like we always do. You'll learn more about yourself, be empathetic of others when you have no white privilege left, and that's just the truth. I show you facts, you call it fake news. I tell you about my life and then you ask for proof. I'm not asking for opulence, I'm just asking to live. But your rhetoric is seemingly all you have to give. And the pain is real, and my chest feels tight. And though I'm scared, I will stand and fight. I will stand and fight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time, and I look forward to getting to know all of you guys more in the future.
Yeah, we're excited about you, man. We saw you. We've been peeping you too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, watching all your videos on your book club. Yeah.
Oh, right on. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Happy moving.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.